Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you again. This time we're going to go over to CBS News, and the article is by Caitlin O'Kane, and it says teacher is arrested for allegedly injecting teen with COVID vaccine without his parents' approval. A teacher in Sea Cliff, New York, has been arrested for allegedly injecting a 17-year-old boy with a COVID-19 vaccine at her home. The Long Island teacher, identified as Laura Parker Russo by Nassau County Police, is accused of giving the teen the shot on December the 31st. He then went home and told his mother, who had not authorized Russo to give her son the vaccine. The mother called police, who investigated. Police said Russo is not a medical professional and is not authorized to administer vaccines. She was arrested and charged with New York State education law, unauthorized practice of a profession. Russo was released and is due in court on January the 21st. She is a 54-year-old biology teacher, according to CBS New York. The individual in question is a district employee who has been removed from the classroom and reassigned pending the outcome of the investigation, the superintendent said in a statement to CBS New York. CBS News has reached out to the school district and police department for further details and is awaiting a response. It is unclear how Russo obtained the vaccine or if the teen was monitored after the shot, which is the standard for COVID-19 inoculation. To administer the vaccine, the patient needs to give consent, and the administrator needs knowledge of patient's allergies as well as medical knowledge. You have to draw up the medication in a saline syringe with a needle and expel some of the air and give the injection properly. Dr. Artie Lamzier, I apologize if I mispronounced the name, but they are the vice chair of the emergency department of the NYU. Long on to CBS News, New York. Three brands of COVID vaccines are available in the United States, but Pfizer is the only brand that has been approved for patients under 18. The vaccine is safe and effective for children ages 5 to 17 and adults over 18. The CDC widespread vaccination for COVID is a critical tool to best protect everyone from COVID and COVID-19 related complications. Okay? It's just a short story that I decided to do. It's on the basic principles. Yes, we are in the middle of a serious health crisis, and people feel either way, regardless of how you feel about this. But I do not think that it was right, and she should go to jail for doing that unknowingly. What gives you the right as a teacher, an instructor? That's what you are. That's what your job title is, to administer a vaccine that needs professional handling to a unwilling 17-year-old minor child that cannot consent, and that you did not get consent from his parents to do so. I understand people's effort and the fear that's being pushed among the masses about being vaccinated versus being unvaccinated. I stress to everyone to please do your research. and make the best decision based upon you, not based upon what you think somebody else is supposed to be doing. Okay? All right? Stop trying to take away people's right to choose and do what they want with their body, and stop trying to take away people's free will, because that's exactly what you're doing when you do that. Okay? You have no right. She had no right to do that. She had no right to say, hey, I'm vaccinated, or whatever the case may be, hypothetically, allegedly. And I want to vaccinate. Where did you even get this from, sis? Like, where did it come from? Like, who gave that to you? Not only should she be in trouble for that, but the person that gave that to her should be in trouble as well. And however many people that are involved in this thing that's going on, because obviously I'm assuming, allegedly, that this is not her first time doing this. Who knows how many other children that have went over their teacher's house. And then that's another question that I need to ask. Like, why are we in the middle of a health crisis? Why are you allowing your child to go over there to your teacher's house, during a health crisis? But that's neither here nor there. However, still does not give this woman the right to essentially play God with somebody's life. As far as we know, and as far as I know, thankfully the boy was not seriously hurt. I do hope that he is receiving the monitoring, which is standard protocol for when you get any injection and vaccination, the vaccination period or whatever, how it goes. I hope that he is being monitored by trained professionals in their field, in their skill set, because that's the issue for me too. Like, so what? You teach biology. That does not give you a doctorate, okay? I mean, if you wanted to do that, you should have became a nurse or a doctor, to make those kind of calls. But I don't even think any medical professional, regardless if you're a nurse or a doctor, would recommend that you inject yourself, let alone anyone else, outside of a hospital setting. This is why we have rules, and rules exist so people can follow set rules. But obviously, as we have all known and seen, this is not the case. I hope this woman goes to jail. I hope she loses her privileges to teach. And I definitely hope she doesn't even ever go into the medical field. Pretty much. I mean, you 54, honey. You should know better. You should definitely know better. Stop trying to take away people's will to choose for themselves. It's no different than Roe versus Wade. It's no different than any other case or court case that has came up where another person or another group of people felt as though they had the will over another group of people or people's bodies. You're not supposed to do that. Even the father of gynecology, what we know today, came from not so humble beginnings. He was a butcher, to say the least. But yeah, let me know how you think. How would you feel if your child came home, regardless of their age, let's just say 17, came home and said, hey mom, I was over the teacher's house, Russo's house, and she gave me the COVID vaccine, which only one, may I also point out, which is Pfizer, that is approved for children 5 to 17 and adults. If it was any other, the other two, that would not be good, because it has not been approved by the FDA. But what do I know? I just do news stories and articles. So Let me know how you feel about this in the comments, regardless of how you feel, what side of the fence you're on. I did not make this story to bash people that are vaccinated. Let me make that clear. And I did not make this story to bash people that are unvaccinated. To be honest with you, like Kyrie Irving and Aaron Rodgers, their health status is none of your goddamn business. So, with that being said, I'll get back to you in the next video.